君と見た世界さあ始まりの鐘が鳴る We are Varsity now.
Oh my Aqua, what happened to your favorite useless bunch? This is actually part of a special collaboration with a Japanese game. In fact, Konosuba has been so popular that it has had over 10 plus different types of crossover collaborations with various Japanese games. This really has only been possible thanks to you watching. Konosuba went on to become an explosive hit after the anime debut. This all started years ago as a web novel. That useless trio sure looked different, didn't they? But get this. If I were to ask you what does Pokemon, My Hero Academia, and Konosuba all have in common, what would you say? And don't cheat by saying that they're all anime. Konosuba Season 1 ended up being such a massive hit that it ended up getting a rebroadcast on TV. What's even stranger is that when Konosuba got re-aired, it got an early morning time slot. I'm pretty sure you have a younger brother or sister or a cousin. Just imagine them watching a couple of episodes of Pokemon. And then right after, they get to enjoy Konosuba. Although don't worry, the little kiddies didn't get a chance to enjoy your favorite episode. Did you know, Kazuma actually got a chance to return to Japan one time. The story about this was released as a CD drama. It starts off with Kazuma not wanting to leave the mansion. To get around this, Aqua threatens to tell the others what Kazuma has been doing in his room all day. Megumin was really curious about this, and Darkness just thought that Kazuma had a succubus locked in his sex dungeon. While this was all going on, Kazuma remembered something. Before dying, he didn't get a chance to delete his special stash on his computer. I wonder what he forgot to delete. Perhaps Aqua was right. Kazuma might be a lolicon. But anyway, how the hell did they get back to Japan, you might be wondering. Of course, it wasn't from the help of the useless goddess. The friendly neighborhood lich came to the rescue. Wiz sold Kazuma this ultra rare item that allowed him to go to the other world. The only drawback is that after returning, their memories would be wiped clean. Pretty convenient. Some of the highlights from this adventure included Aqua coming up with the great idea of Kazuma using steel on an ATM. Megumin went full on terrorist by using explosion on a building. And Darkness ended up getting some offers to star in an adult video. But did Kazuma ever achieve his ultimate goal? You're gonna have to go ahead and find out. Link in the description. How much do you love the Konosuba themes for the opening and the ending? You may not have noticed something about the Season 1 and Season 2 ending. If you're like most people, you just skip them. While the opening themes for Konosuba were sung by Machiko, the studio did not have to go far at all for the ending themes. In fact, the Konosuba ending song for both of the seasons were sung by the voice actresses for Aqua, Megumin, and Darkness. Let me know how many of you guys noticed this. A very nice little bonus about this was that the Blu-ray release for Konosuba included the ending theme sung by the voice actress solo. You were able to enjoy Megumin, Darkness, and Aqua singing just for you. Take your pick. Unfortunately, the studio also got Kazuma in on the bonus. A drunk special of Kazuma singing was also made. It honestly sounds like nails on a chalkboard. You've been warned. Have you ever gotten this feeling that something was off while watching Konosuba? There's actually a good reason for this. Konosuba is actually the weird love child of two chief animators. It turns out the animation work for Konosuba was split down the middle. The odd number episodes were done by one group, and the even numbers were done by another. If you ever wonder why certain Konosuba females looked and moved the way that they did, you could thank Koichi Kikuta. This guy was the chief animator in charge of the odd number episodes, and he also has admitted his love for saggy boobs. He was especially proud of his work on episode 9. Notably, this included the succubus scene in the cafe. And let's not forget the fan favorite scene of Darkness, where she helped wash Kazuma's back. This scene in particular was originally supposed to be heavily censored. Just think, tons and tons of steam, probably reduced on Blu-ray. But thanks to Mr. Kikuta, he made sure that fans got plenty of Darkness service instead. Now you know why certain episodes had a noticeable increase in jiggling, as well as girls with a little extra something. Oh my Aqua, I just figured it out. This guy must be a member of the Eris Church. Let's get him. Out of all the isekai series that exist, KonoSuba put a unique spin on the genre and became massively popular for it. KonoSuba is originally based on the light novel that just last year passed 2 million plus sales. This year, KonoSuba sold almost 600,000 copies. It's number 2 of the top most selling light novels, just under SAO, which is quite the accomplishment. And KonoSuba continues to be extremely popular. You've already watched KonoSuba Season 1 and 2, but there's a lot more to the story. KonoSuba right now is currently on book number 13. The popular Little Explosion Queen has gotten 4 spin-offs to herself. Some people even like her story more than Kazuma's. The 2 ex-demon generals Wiz and Vanir have also gotten their own spin-off. By the way, do watch my video on Wiz to find out her backstory. It's pretty awesome. But anyway, of course KonoSuba has its very own manga. This even includes a separate one for Megumin, which covers her spin-off novels in manga form. Oh, and I almost forgot Darkness too. Masochist fans can enjoy her adventure in the Dust spin-off. You might be wondering, who the hell is Dust? It's this guy. He's a reoccurring side character in the novel. Unfortunately, he got mostly cut out from the anime. But back to why I brought this up. Dust just got a spin-off novel with Darkness earlier this year, and a second one is coming up soon. What makes things even more interesting is that the illustrator for this light novel is someone that's famous for his work in the hentai industry. You heard that right. So you got Darkness combined with this guy. Is this a match made in heaven? Would you be interested in playing a game focusing on your favorite useless bunch from KonoSuba? Well, you kind of already can. There's been 3 official KonoSuba games released. The first one is this Mega Man style type of game where you control Kazuma. The story has the demon general Veldia returning from hell. He then takes control of Aqua, Darkness, and Megumin, except he makes them not be useless. It's then up to Kazuma to defeat all of them and defeat Veldia again. I'm really hoping this gets released on Steam one day. The second KonoSuba game is actually a visual novel recently released for the PS4 and PS Vita. It tells a unique story of Kazuma getting this curse after getting a magical ring. This curse causes him to steal everyone's panties around him. It's now up to Kazuma to cure his own curse. Honestly, this just sounds like the premise of a KonoSuba episode made into a full game. And as you might already be expecting, this game is totally full of fan service. The final official KonoSuba game is called KonoSuba Attack of the Destroyer. This is this top-down type of game that really reminds me of the older Legend of Zelda games. I would definitely like to try this one out. Would you guys be interested in any of these games if they got released on Steam one day? Have you ever heard before how beautiful the KonoSuba author is? She's quite the lady. Except Natsume Akatsuki is actually a guy in real life. For the longest time, everyone online assumed that this guy was a female based on his name. The reason for this is just that the name that people saw is a pretty common Japanese girl's one. The only time anyone saw Natsume in person, kind of, was when he did an interview with a certain anime YouTuber. He's a little bit camera shy, so he covered his face. He's just like the author for My Hero Academia. But anyway, pause the video for a second. Let me know which character you think from KonoSuba is his favorite. Is it the explosive Megumin, the useless goddess, or perhaps 50 Shades of Darkness? If you're thinking, it's gotta be that guy that's always dying, you'd be wrong. His favorite KonoSuba character is actually a tie between Dust and Vanir. By the way, do let me know which is your favorite character from KonoSuba down below. But back to the topic of KonoSuba. Natsume has mentioned inspiration for a lot of the gags and comedy seen in KonoSuba. The core game he thinks back to is Wizardry. And in case you have no idea what this is like I did, it's a super old game back from the 80s. It's this RPG style similar to Final Fantasy. Overall, Natsume is pretty shocked by the massive love that KonoSuba has gotten worldwide. He originally started writing KonoSuba as a web novel online. It later snowballed into popularity, being republished as a light novel. And now you're here watching this, since KonoSuba has become that popular. Now that millions of people worldwide have enjoyed KonoSuba, Natsume feels that he's done something far out of his control, almost like he's fulfilled his purpose in life. What do you think about the idea of visiting a KonoSuba themed cafe? Naturally, Japan was going to have a special cafe for our beloved useless bunch. Here's the dishes that Fantasy Australia has to offer. First up is Kazuma. He lucked out with a smoked lizard steak. Yum. I mean, he did have an interesting memory from that lizard hunt. Next one up is a Megumin special. Remember her enjoying that delicious crab? They took that to heart and gave her some fried crab meat. Your favorite M-type crusader got a callback dish too. Here's the cabbage special. Although honestly, just looking at a bunch of veggies, where's the protein? She needs that protein for those thick muscles. As for the useless goddess, this is perfect. Aqua got crispy frog legs. I could just picture her screaming in the background. All of the Konosuba cast also got their unique specialty drink. Kazuma got Create Water with a sword. Aqua got a blue drink that comes with her staff. Megumin's explosion drink was topped off with her hat. Darkness got this yellow drink with her wing design. Surprisingly, Chris and Aris got one drink each as well. At the very end, the lonely Yun got one too. It came with 2 scoops of ice cream. I guess these must be for her big eyes. What you should know about this cafe's location is the house specialty they're famous for. Naturally, they gave it a twist for Konosuba. You're pretty much eating this giant cube of bread, topped with icing and ice cream. The ice cream here is this adorable cabbage. Definitely give this a try if you ever visit Akihabara in Japan. Just be careful, eating this whole thing is gonna make you gain like a pound or 2. Remember this guy? I know you've seen him before. You first met this fellow in episode 1 at the guild house. Ever since then, he's always been lurking in the background. So what is the deal with this character? There's been some crazy theories about him online. The most popular one being that this guy could in fact be the Demon King. Dun dun dun. Before I get to that, the man behind this character is Inada Tetsu. You know him from other characters like the Fox Captain from Bleach, Endeavor from My Hero Academia, good old Nappa from, well you know, Ida from Kill la Kill, and Over Justice. Basically a lot of huge guys. So what about him is so special in Konosuba? Sorry, I'm gonna have to break it to you. This guy is not Kazuma's dad, he's not a demon general, and he's definitely not the Demon King. This guy is an anime exclusive character. He's never appeared once at all in the light novel. He goes by Akara Kuremono, which literally translates as rowdy person in Japanese. He did actually make a cameo in the Konosuba manga. And anyway, he's been strangely popular. Let's see if he makes a return for future Konosuba seasons. Isekai, isekai, isekai. Konosuba took this genre, putting a comedic spin to it. However, in the same year that this anime came out, you also got another anime with the similar beginnings. ReZero took the isekai premise, but went down a much darker path. It's not hard to see why people would compare the two, and honestly love the taste of both of these series. But you might be wondering, why is Foxen bringing up ReZero? It actually is a pleasant surprise. The authors for KonoSuba and ReZero are actually good buddies in real life. Natsume has mentioned in the past that both of them are drinking buddies. He's also admitted that even though ReZero is not his top favorite anime, he just loves the ReZero series and highly recommends it. But wait, it gets even better. Because both of these guys know each other in real life, they've actually collaborated to bring us a ReZero and KonoSuba crossover story. 2 in fact. The first was this short story with a couple of chapters, and then the other was a manga crossover. The useless Konosuba party got teleported over to the ReZero world. In this place, Kazuma was now blessed with the return by death ability. Kazuma may have also tried to kill himself to escape a certain trio, which didn't work. Subaru, on the other hand, landed in Fantasy Australia. The world in comparison was much easier, but of course he had the help from Ren. There still is a mystery Konosuba anime project coming out soon. Perhaps it could be a ReZero crossover. What do you think? Would you want to see that instead of Konosuba Season 3? Thanks for watching, guys. Question of the day, let's play a Konosuba game. From Konosuba, who would you fuck, kill, and marry? Anyone is on the table. Whoever's most creative is gonna win the Crunchyroll giveaway. Comment down below and subscribe to join. Don't forget to give this an explosive thumbs up if you enjoyed, and if you love Konosuba. Also, a huge thank you to the couple of people supporting me on Patreon. If you enjoyed my videos, definitely consider becoming a supporter. Even $1 will be appreciated. And I'll see you guys later.